Hello everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. Man, things are coming along here. We already have 4. Hello, you jerk. Oh wow, I can't believe you didn't blow up. Things are coming along here. We already have 4 houses in our new little district of the city. The Rose, we need a name for this place. Maybe something involving roses, perhaps? I don't know. It's some sort of name. Anyway, for this isn't a separate city. It's just a part of the existing kingdom. But yeah, maybe a name. It's some sort of like Mediterranean, Tuscan, maybe, I don't know. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please leave them in a comment down below and someone's going to get to name it. But we're not working here today. I've spent 2 episodes here, and I do try to mix it up just a wee little bit. So let's pop on my pumpkin, which at some point, someday, I'm going to learn how to retexture this carved pumpkin into glass so it can look like a spacesuit mask, I guess. And we're headed back to the end of the space base, which I guess you probably know from the title of the episode. In our next upcoming Lore of Tovalyn episode, we talk about how they're trying to make oxygen. So here's the deal. Here's the lore deal, right? Our spaceship crashed. Well, it didn't crash. It was forced to land on the moon, and then they're building a base to live there because basically they can't leave with all the materials that they have on hand there, right? Whatever's in the ship and whatever they can manufacture. Okay, so that being said, they are going to need oxygen. So right now, I'm figuring that they probably have whatever oxygen the ship can make, but that's not going to last forever. And as the colony continues to expand and make bigger rooms and bigger science labs and all that kind of stuff, well, they're probably going to need some real oxygen. And I have a plan for, I think, what's going to be a really cool looking build. And of course, to do that, I'm going to have to gather some materials. This is something I'm very unhappy with. To get a step up in this area here, I wish that blackstone doesn't work. I tried quartz, it doesn't work. I need a slab or a stair or some way to get up. Maybe snow layers, I thought about. Maybe that'd be super white. That'd be like quartz. I don't know. I gotta figure something out because I do not really like that blackstone there either for stairs. Anyway. All right, so for me, though, I need to gather up a whole bunch of moonstone here so that I can... Oh, man, it's so hard to take off. So that I can build this thing, and it's going to require a lot. So here we go. Drifting slowly to the ground. Oh, am I suffocating? Yeah, I am. Okay. All right, I'm going to gather some moonstone. Okay. Okay, here's the plan. I gotta make this fairly brief because I don't have very much time. I'm gonna explain the plan and then we're gonna get right into building it, probably largely off camera because it's gonna be a bit of a grind. I just went and harvested up all my jack-o'-lanterns and I'm gonna AFK near them here while I go take care of some household duties that I need to do. But what I'm thinking that we're gonna build it over here. That way I can start spread out where the build is. So we're gonna actually go kind of cat-a-corner to the main space base build. And I've also decided that these pillars are going to go away. So if I end up needing to take one down to build this thing, which I think I very likely will, then that is totally fine. I'll do that at that point. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna actually make this we're gonna make it even numbered, which kind of goes against usually what I stand for, but I want to have even numbered for an elevator eventually, so it can be a nice big wide elevator to get up, and then a few down ones from different levels all over the place. Okay, or maybe a down one and multiple up one too. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be building a pyramid going out. So from here, we're going to go out like this, and we're going to go all around it just like so. I am not even really sure how to start this next little segment here. I want to show you the building that I did, but man, I just watched the first presidential debate, and look, I'm not going to add anything that people a lot smarter than me haven't added. And, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't come here for politics or whatever. This is so far beyond politics in my mind. I am so embarrassed as an American tonight, having seen that debate. I'm so embarrassed that is the behavior coming from our president that I can't even put into words how bad I feel right now. I'm gonna try to just ignore it and do a little bit of building clip here, but I am really really bummed out. I am really, really sad, really embarrassed, and I don't know how we come back from this. And I don't think I'm overstating it. I don't know how life goes back to normal ever. And this isn't about, it's not about COVID. That's going to go away. Someday we're going to have a vaccine that it works and is safe and all that stuff. Thank God our science is far enough along. But man, I don't know how we go back to sort of civilized life. It is an utter disgrace. Okay, anyway, let's talk about Minecraft, and then I'm going to probably just build for the rest of the night. I'll come back and grab this tomorrow. This episode may end up being a day late or whatever, but, I've got to cut. Okay. All right, I got a cup of coffee, and I'm ready to do some creative stuff and pretend like everything is fine. Okay, so here's the situation that we have here for the building that I think is going to be quite nice. I made a bunch of black and a bunch of gray terracotta here. I did make this upside down pyramid. This is my oxygen plant for the moon base, right? And I just thought, why not do a kind of creative build, right? So we're doing a creative build, and the one thing that I want to do here is at the very top level, I want to do a cylinder sort of thing. Now we're assuming that I'm not a complete dolt, this should be a square. I didn't actually count it, but I mean, I kept making squares bigger and bigger and bigger, and well, this should be a square, I believe. So here's where we're going to go. I'm going to come in, I'm going to find the middle block, and I'm going to try my best to make a circle here without counting and just kind of figuring it out. I think I can probably do that. All right, I did it. I did it without even cheating, without even using a circle generator. I am happy about it. I made a circle. Okay, so here's the plan. The deal with the oxygen is made down here by these DNA enhanced plants, right? I mean, this is 100 and some years in the future, I believe it takes place. So they've made some progress in biology and things like that. So they've made some plants that have a very, very high oxygen output. That's the lore. So we're planting a bunch of plants down there that are going to simulate that sort of idea. Out around here, the oxygen is going to be sort of piped up to the top, where it's going to be another pyramid that's going to be sort of, I don't know, like either more plants depending on how the build looks, or it might end up being like oxygen, like storage facility or filtering or something. I don't know what sci-fi sort of mumbo jumbo we want to go through, but you get the idea. I think you see where I'm going with it. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to make this pipe, but I don't want to just make it normal, because I think that's going to be really bland. So that's why I brought in this gray, gray terracotta. And with the gray terracotta, I want to come out in like this, where I'm coming on the back halves of all these. And how would I do this? Here, I think, right? Yeah. So something like that. And then from back here, this should end up looking like an accordion, I think. Or should I put it back here? Yeah, I probably should put it back there, right? And really, like, show off all of this standing area here. Yeah, I think I should. Okay, so I'm going to go up probably, I don't know how many times, but probably like, whatever looks right, 8 or 9 sort of circles. Now, that took a stack and a half of terracotta, so I'm probably going to have to go and get some more terracotta, and that's all right. That's fine. But, yeah, I got some grind work to do here, so let me take care of some business, and then I'll come back on the other side. No more politics talk from me, because I'm too sad to do it. Well, we interrupt this regularly scheduled build video with some digging work, because A, I need a lot more endstone. Man, oh my goodness, I am getting my money's worth out of mining endstone here. But also, I really need a lot more jack-o'-lanterns on command. This texture that we have is so beautiful, done by the great Germsy boy. And it's so great. It's just so fantastic. It's so usable in so many different things, not even just like sci-fi stuff, but well, I need a lot of it, and it's a lot faster. Like, I could make an automatic pumpkin harvesting, station that'll just automatically give me pumpkins, and I'm going to eventually here in this space base for sure. That's part of the long-term plans, 100%. But that doesn't necessarily really help you get jack-o'-lanterns, because the way Minecraft works now, you have to shear them, and it's just as easy. It's actually easier to shear them while they're on the stem and then break them off, rather than automatically collect them, then place them, then shear them. You know what I mean? It's like an extra step. Well, kind of too. So that's what we're doing. So right above me here in this space base is our, well, honestly, what I thought was going to be our sort of end game jack-o'-lantern farm, and it's woefully too small. And, you know, it takes them a long time to grow too. Even, you know, a lot of times I don't know what exactly, I don't know how Minecraft works that much, but a lot of times I don't know if I'm maybe too close or too far, or I'm just not AFKing enough, because I don't AFK very much in this world at all. Like, if Minecraft is loaded, I'm probably playing it, or I'm not on my computer, but I don't generally leave it on. Partly of that is because of my 4-year-old, who, if he sees Minecraft, will just sit down and start playing. And if he starts playing this world, well, goodbye all my stuff and everything like that. We have many, 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 many worlds that we share. Not this one yet. One day we will. One day this will be an unbelievably fun world to share with both of my boys. But that day is not now. Okay? So, anyway, here's what I want to do. What I want to do here, I've thought about a few different ways of doing it. I thought about whether I should expand out this way, but I think I'm just going to go down, honestly, kind of like my farm in where is it? Under the villager breeder area. And I think I'm just going to go down, because the way I made this is I made this exactly 64 blocks. Now, I made it because I thought it looked cool having, you know, stems and water here, and kind of doubled the water. You know, I have like too much water. I don't need this much. So I could make it a little bit more logical. I just did it this way because I thought it looked neat. But I don't know. I think whenever I put my water source down here, I'm probably going to end up putting it like down the middle and sort of doing a little bit more of a traditional thing where I put water down the middle, and that way I can grow. Well, I could triple my pumpkin supply, right? I think that's the way the numbers work. So yeah, so I'm gonna continue digging here. I think I'm gonna go down 2 levels and try to figure out a good scheme. I have lots and lots and lots of seeds from shearing all these guys just to make jack-o'-lanterns, so shouldn't be a big deal. I may have to make a dirt trip, but yeah, we should have a lot more pumpkins growing here very, very, very soon. I just have to make sure I light everything up. All right, then, let's take a little look here. I'm going to do a couple things, and we're going to talk, because I'm going to break this episode up into 2. The grind has been a severe one, and I don't mind that. As you know, I don't mind a little grind, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot of grind. And here's where I'm at. So I went ahead and I made 3 pumpkin, I'm going to, I guess, a pumpkin farm, but really jack-o'-lantern farm truly is what it really is, because that's what I'm after, and that's why I'm making it in this sort of peculiar way. Just for fun, I made all 3 of them, and it's 2 rows each, so actually it's 6. I made them exactly 64 blocks long. I just thought that would be fun, but they're almost never all grown, so it's not like every harvest I get exactly 128 jack-o'-lanterns. I get, you know, however many are done. I usually don't, because of how you have to shear it, you know, I usually wait till they're pretty solidly grown, but now it's all lit up, and the one below this is the exact same as this. Now, the reason why I made it 2, it doesn't look so good, but it's going to keep Enderman from spawning up here, which I have mob griefing turned off, so that's... Oh, look what happened. Look what happened. You know what happened is I planted these, and they all popped off because there was not enough light. Interesting, but yet, well, yeah, I think that's what happened anyway. Oh man, did I lose some? I think some must have despawned. Actually, quite a few maybe despawned. Unless this pile is huge. Yeah, wow, because I had this totally planted, but there was no light down here is the problem, and so it all popped up. There is water, just right there, and that is you know, at the right level. It's at this level to hydrate the land. You can see the land's hydrated, but yeah, it was a light issue because I didn't have any light down here. So interesting. So pumpkins will allow you to plant them, but not, but they won't stay in. So interesting, but all right. Okay, so the other thing is, I guess I wasn't really going to do this right now, but I guess I'm going to harvest these guys now, and we'll talk while we do this. So here's going to be the plan. I'm going to break up today into 2 episodes. We're going to wrap this one up here in just a few moments. I'm going to show you the progress that I made over in the oxygen plant first. So you see what, and then I'm going to work a little bit off camera, and then we're going to come back and actually work on, well, not just finishing the outer build, because yeah, there's a lot of outer build, but then also we have to plant all of the sort of genetically modified, altered plants there as well. So I think it's going to be a super cool build, but I'm going to have to be really creative because it's not as big as I kind of initially thought it would be. When I first made up this concept for this oxygen plant, I had originally probably thought of like a more traditional pyramid, like a one-step pyramid, meaning like block here on the dirt, then a block here, then a block here, right? I mean, that was my initial thought. That's not what I went with, though. I went with the 2-block up. So every time you go up, you go 2 blocks up, and then you out 1. So it makes it a more of a narrow by a lot, by 50%, right? And, you know, that's a pretty big percentage, and it's something that, oh my goodness, did more pop out? Did more of these pop out? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna plant every single square and see if I lost more seeds. I'm gonna be crazy. Look, why is this not lit up? 1, 2, 3. I guess I need a light here. I guess. Let's see. We'll have them. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's too much. But yeah, I don't know. That looks pretty lit up. Anyway, I think so. All right. Well, I'm gonna let these grow. Let's go take a look at what I have actually built over in the base and see how do we go. Man, there are this place is turning into a maze in like the best possible way of becoming a maze. I think is really cool, but it's becoming a bit of a maze. All right, here's where I've gone so far, and this is the plan. I think you can start to see the whole thing as it's going to look. It's going to be go up this little barrel here, and I even the barrel, I tried to make it a little bit more interesting. Rather than go black gray the whole way up, I made this one bigger here. I don't know why. There wasn't a real reason why, except for just I thought, man, I gotta make it. I gotta spruce it up. I gotta make it a little bit more interesting than it is if I just go completely symmetrical. And I think that pulled off pretty well. So I think the build is cool. I think it's going to be really cool when we come back next episode and really finish out. But it's a massive amount of like jack-o'-lanterns and terracotta and stone and all this stuff. But look what I have. I have all this. I have all this. And I have all that. So I'm doing pretty well as far as endstone goes. I may end up digging another jack-o'-lantern hole in between episodes just because, like, I can't do much until I get a lot more jack-o'-lanterns right now. I'm kind of stuck. The rings around the top, like, because I'm keeping it symmetrical with the bottom, and the rings around the top, that's like 3 stacks or something just to go around it. So I need, you need a lot. You can see I need a lot, but we're getting there. I think the build's going to be really cool. There's going to be a lot of piping and tubing coming out of it as well, but I think it'll be a really unique build. And don't worry, it's going to be supported. I know it's supported by 4 blocks right now, but it'll be supported. I have a plan of how that's going to look as well. Okay, I'm going to go. I will see you all next time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with more of this. Bye.